That's the best angle I'm going to get. Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. Now, this is something I'm trying out to see if it'll stick or not, like a new, show idea for this, which I'm calling It's Trolling Time, which is basically when I post anything online, toxic or not, about tokusatsu, and I read people's reactions to it to see if it triggered anyone or not. And now I'm going to read those comments and see just if I upset anyone or not. And today, what I uploaded yesterday to see if that would tick anyone off or not is a comment said, "Let's be real, most modern Kamen Rider fans haven't seen Showa and only know Heisei." Once that loads up entirely, I'm going to read all the comments there to see if anyone got ticked off by it or not. So let's begin. Now, one person named... Okay, I'm not too sure if I should name names or not, but I'll just read this one comment. Okay, this guy, whose name... Okay, I don't know if I should say names. I'll keep it... I won't mention names, I'm just going to read the comments. Alright, so, this person. First comment says, "You, sir, should mind your own business." I know I should, but I'm going to take that as a confession. So, I will mind my own business. You just admitted you only know Heisei. Next comment. "Water is wet. And so is this lemonade. And so is the sky when it rains." Alright, next comment. "And your point." And my point is... Okay, that's that guy's comment. He says, "And your point." My point is, I'm going to read this. I'm going to get a laugh out of it. And then I'm going to record myself reading it online. And so I can try to get views for my own fun. That is the point, in case you're curious. Okay, next. This one comment, it's from the same guy who said, "Water is wet." And he wrote another comment saying, "I was excited about when Tokusatsu came, but I was also disappointed that they started with the very first Kamen Rider. That shit is whack." Now, this is where I had fun, and I actually asked for the guy's opinion on why he thought that. Personally, my experiences with Showa Kamen Rider, I've watched all of Black, watched some of Black RX, and have watched some of Super 1. I actually even watched the first episode of Kamen Rider, the very first Kamen Rider, as well as V3. And so both were fine. V3 was good. V3 was good. Ichigo, it was also good. It wasn't so bad. And as opposed to me asking why, I just said blasphemy. And the guy comment, and he explained why. He said that it didn't move him, and it was too dated. And I can understand that. And I think my reasoning as to why is because compared to other stuff now, when you go back to like the archives of almost where it all began, like the first generation, I feel like some people are just going to compare it to nowadays and probably aren't going to be satisfied. I try not to do that, and I don't really do that so much. I try to watch something. I don't care. I try to watch something of how it is for its content. I don't care about the date. I don't care about how dated it is. I primarily care about the story. Okay, here's another question. Not question, comment. Once again, I'm not going to name names, but it looks like this guy has talked about... He's a big Showa fan, basically, and let me just read what he says. Pretty much, yeah. I started with Black and RX, and then went forward and doubled back around when Blade was airing and watched Showa, since the place near where I lived had an old tokusatsu shows on VHS. That is fucking awesome. I freaking think about it now. I wish there was a place like that around where I'm from. Like, for old VHS tapes, this is going to get Mighty Morphin and all kinds of Power Rangers from the 90s and early 2000s. But freaking Kamen Rider? I would love that. I am jealous. I envy this guy, whose name is Perry. I'm not going to mention his last name. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just mention names, but not last names. He also says that his first Sentai was Jetman. Alright, here's another guy. His name's Frank. I started at Ichigo, X, Black, and RX, then Nosedive, they say. I'm so glad I didn't read the comments yet until now. Alright, another guy. His name's Cody. If Showa shows were easily watchable, then it would be a different story. Yeah. I got up to Super 1 at a certain point, because after that point, subs for it were terrible, were barely translated, or weren't even subbed at all. Just horrendous. Also, up yours, Kiss Asian, now that that site's fucking down. Anywho, next. Alright, it's a guy, his name's Robert, and he says, I came right in the middle of the Heisei era. So did everyone else, most likely commenting on here. Alright, and Morel, he said, I watched Black and Amazon when I was younger. Good for you. Black is a good show. Amazon I have not seen, but I'm curious about it. Because hopefully this is on my... Let me check my schedule, because I think I have... Let me check for a moment. Yeah, I do. Next year, I plan on reviewing Kamen Rider Amazon. So, that's all I wanted to look up for. Just to say, oh, hey, I'm going to review Amazon, but I won't for another, year. Alright, the last two comments are from two guys named Justin and Evan. Justin says, I'm a Showa Rider fan. So am I a bit, because I like Black and I like Super 1. I like Black for, one, I love the suit, and I like the show and his unique abilities. With Super 1, I like his suit, his unique abilities, and I also just like the character, the main rider, whose name's Kazuya. He's a good guy. If you ever seen Super 1, please do check it out. But then again, depending on what okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Depending on what subgroup has Super 1 translated, watch that show if you can. And Evan says, welcome to the Doctor Who franchise. I'm not big on Doctor Who. I'm not big on Doctor Who. Like, I know people that are fans of Doctor Who. I just haven't I just know nothing about Doctor Who. All I know, I know nothing about Doctor Who. The only thing I know about Doctor Who is the word TARDIS. That's about it. Yay. Anywho, those were all the comments. This was not bad. I got a good chuckle out of this. Who knows? Maybe I'll do this again in the future, because it would be nice if I did. So, that's it for trolling time. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. And I will see you guys next time. And this video was under 10 minutes.